I never threw something together so fast in my life. But I made it, kind of. It's Benny's fault.
I like your intro, but I think if we're all going to be here, you need to include us in your intro somewhere.
Yeah,
I know.
Jared, he agrees with me.
I can do that. Jared sent me a bunch of kills, some lion kills.
Yeah.
All right. I'm glad Chris is going to make it. Barely. I got here at 4:30.
I can send you some skunk kills.
Those will work. So I got here at 4:30. Let me just tell you about my day and why I didn't think I was going to make it. My inspector, I had an inspection today. Usually he gets there 8, 9 at the latest. I call him. He says, "Oh, you're in the middle of my route. Won't be there at 11." So I flew over. Now the kindness of my heart to Benny's cousin's house, picked up his little buggy. Then I flew back to work. The guy didn't show up till like 12. I didn't leave till 12:30. So I had to go move the speed of light and get up the mountain to get here.
You made it. I mean, what do they call it? Fashionably late.
Just for this. Just so we can talk trash.
Shoot, he was later last.
My internet to see if I'm aligned. I might have to run out and align it.
That was a different voice I heard there.
See what my alignment. Oh no. Oh man, what was it?
I heard a different voice.
So let me. Oh man, now it's trying to. I can't even check mine because it's hitting my other internet right now. So I can't even see if I'm aligned right now. Dang it. So they got
you
two
must
internets.
be fairly well aligned. I mean, I can see you pretty good.
Well, that's where it's going to go. So we'll see how it works. I have house internet, but I plugged mine in. So I didn't want to run the Ethernet cord. I just plugged it in.
What kind of internet do you have at your house, Chris?
Starlink.
Oh, you got 2 Starlink systems.
Yeah.
That's what I want to get another one for my house because I checked my speed at the house, and I always knew it was too slow really to upload videos on. I can watch movies and stuff, but to upload videos it's too slow. And I mean, it's a lot slower than Starlink. I mean, like,
I had Frontier here and it's horrible. Yeah. No matter what they did, send me. I don't know. Anyways, I'm back in my office, my studio at the house. So it's like
back in the home
it's
studio.
Cold in here. Yeah, I might have to turn the AC off. Actually, it's cold. How many degrees is it up here right now? I left 106, and it is. Oh man, I don't know how I'm going to survive this.
Dude, we had a cold snap down here this week or today.
75, and I got the AC going. I told my old lady, "Is it warm in there?" She says, "A little bit." So turn my AC on for me. So
it was 104 here today.
Anyways,
we're 93 today.
What
I checked the weather. Next week we're supposed to cool off down to about 95, I think.
Missy, what's the volume like on the other one? Are they all different? See, I set my volume to auto on this, so it automatically
balances it.
I guess. I've never tried anything else.
I'm not even on the damn comments.
So I get home. You can't see them?
I can now. I didn't have it on the right. I didn't push the right button.
So I get home. I unload. Look, my wife's on the internet right now probably at soccer practice. Left me a bunch of crying, bratty kids and left me. So I just left them in the house.
That's right. I just picked my wife up from the airport. So
Echo. We have an echo?
Echo.
Is there an echo?
Is it me?
I don't know. No? I don't hear an echo. Or maybe we're just repeating ourselves. Just me. I have an echo? Anybody else hear my echo? Or does it sound hollow? Like I'm in a bathroom?
It sounds fine.
Like Holly's picking on me. Anyways. You know what we're going to talk about? Oh, so it's really low. I can't walk in the other room and still hear it. This is great. No echo. It's just, I bet you she's on her Bluetooth or something. I wonder, so Brett you have meters. I wonder if we should turn it up until they say it's good enough.
On my Ecamm, I have meters.
I have a meter on this. It'll show me, but I just put it on automatic. No, Holly, it's just yours. Hollow.
Must be your ear. It must be your ears, Holly.
I don't know. I don't know. Could be my desk. Could be you guys just gonna have to deal with it, I think.
Just one of those nights.
Just one of those nights. We have half people saying sounds weird and
smack that thumbs up.
Smack that thumbs up. Yeah, because we're going to talk a lot of crap tonight. Because so let me get into what I just heard. I don't know if it wants to be advertised, so I won't say who or what, but I know it was advertised because Chris Powell threw it up there, talking about a national
Houndsmen Association.
And I know I kind of got a list of people who's involved, and the Arizona one's pretty good, but I don't want to say her name because I don't know. You know, everybody's good at first. But somebody needs to do something. So I made some text and asked if it was this, or this. And I texted another guy and I said, hey, who's involved in this? But I've also heard that a lot of times, a lot of people get all anxious and they start something and then they don't finish out or it gets messed up. So hopefully, like I told him, I hope the managers, who's ever managing it, is going to be on point. And we're going to go into the Colorado thing because I've gotten a lot of people that don't, I don't know. They're weary about where the money's going or how people talk, but and even me and Brett's had conversations about it.
Well,
we got big people donating also. Even W put out another $580 to us.
Oh, right on.
So all these big people are kind of backing them, and a lot of people didn't like some attitudes or felt like we were talked down to, but.
Well, I tell you what, after doing some research and looking at like you with a 501c3 and 501c4, difference between a C3 and a 4 is a 4 can go and lobby, yes. And a 3 just, I guess, raises money and donates or whatever. I'm not.
But they can only go 20%. I thought it was 10. Someone said 20. I had to double check that.
Something like that. But let me tell you what, I mean, and this is probably what bothered me is I thought, hell, I thought we were a little more, we're better than we really are. The people that they have, the money that they're getting in. I mean, just like that stinking Blood Origins, man, I think it was last year, they raised over $500,000 and they get 40 views on their videos on YouTube, but they're raising,
and we didn't even,
they're raising a ton of money.
He has a giant Instagram following.
60,000, but look at the views on his Instagrams. I mean, people look at the following, but you don't go through and look at the views. I did. I went to his Instagram and looked.
He gets shares. Like Cliff Gray shares his stuff, and Cliff is out of Colorado, and he was on Joe Rogan podcast for guiding and outfitting and talking about lion hunting and wolves in Colorado and all that other stuff. And Cliff shares his stuff quite often. So it kind of maybe spider webs out.
Well, it should still reflect as a view on his post, whatever it is. I went and I looked at that because I was really curious about how that guy does it. How can they afford to like their budget for their Lionheart video was $75,000. Now, who they paid to make that, I have no idea. But I don't know how that works as far as paying. I don't know if it's, pays back to himself for doing it or how that works. But with over $500,000 following, and you look at what it amounts to is those big companies, they can make tax-free donations to them because they're a 501c4 or whatever you call
Well, a
them.
C4, no, C4 you can't write it off. C3 you can.
Well, a C4 can lobby, right?
But a C4 can lobby, and so
that's not what
C3s,
I looked it up on the internet. I think I still might have it here somewhere, and it was nope, that's not it. I think I closed it. But it had to be made. It had to be made public, so I thought it was a tax-free. I mean, it was public. I got it. It's on the internet.
Yeah, I think even
Their
when you
taxes.
donate, it says you can't write it off. A C3 you can. So these guys, and it's kind of I don't know why they do it. If it kind of holds people down to where you can't write it off, so they don't just throw all the money to that. But you figure a C4, they have to spend their money. They're going to spend all their money on that. So when you get, the way I was explained is the one group, the Wildlife Deserves Better, all their money goes to advertising, all of it. And some people are saying, well, donate to them because all their money goes to that. And then you got Colorado, Save the Hunt Colorado, and all the money that goes to their bank account. They don't have to spend it on all that, the way they're set up. But, and people, I don't know if people are getting mad because Dan Gates running around and buying Taco Bell when he's out. But I don't see anybody else stepping up to do that.
Like you were talking about that National Houndsmen Association.
Mm-hmm.
If they want to see it be successful, I believe there ought to be someone ramrodding it, and they ought to be paid to do it.
Absolutely.
That's what their job is.
You have to have somebody spreading the word.
And then you have somebody who's responsible, too.
Did you guys listen to Heath? Is it Heath Hyatt? Is that what it is? On W? His podcast? He kind of got in there and said, listen, dummy, we call people dummies, but listen, guys.
I call them brainwashed idiots.
Where's he from? Virginia, and they're having some trouble over there. The numbers 120, 160, whatever. There's 120,000 houndsmen in that state, and there's only 1,200 comments. And he's kind of like, God, we should have thousands of comments, thousands, tens of thousands. There should be 200 houndsmen at the meetings, and that's the problem. Is all these people kind of, I don't trust him. Oh, he talked down to you. Well, he didn't talk down. He said, we're part of the problem because I didn't take offense to it. I felt stupid that I didn't know there was a caucus for sportsmen's legislator, whatever it is. But there's nobody in Arizona. There's no hound association. There was a Pete guy that was doing something. I talked to somebody about it, and he just faded away. There's nobody ramrod in New Mexico. There's nobody ramrod. Every state should have a representative, and then you have your National Hounds Association.
Absolutely.
That big guy. Yeah. And everybody should be in contact. I don't care if there's 10 hound associations in Arizona. There should be a representative from everything talking to this national guy saying, hey, my little group thinks this, my little group thinks this. That's how they do it. That's how the antis do it. And I was told we should be doing it like the antis do it, and that's how you have to do it. But the antis are involved. The antis are leaving Tennessee to go over to Colorado to get signatures. How many Virginians are going to come to Arizona? How many Coloradans are going to go to Indiana? You know what I'm saying?
But they're getting involved, but they also have a lot broader base, and they have people that are running their organizations that are paid people, and and so that's their job. I mean, most of us, we can't afford to I mean, everything's volunteered. Like you, Chris. I mean, you're in charge of your Arizona Houndsman Association, and it's just a volunteer position.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that each state should have paid people, but I think a
I
national
think-
organization should have someone that's paid to keep everything going.
Oh, I think each state should have one person that's paid.
If there's money, I mean, you got to,
Well,
you know,
How many? So Heath Hyatt said there's 100 and something thousand. He knows that. How did he find that out? How do we find that out in Arizona?
probably by tags or something, right?
He went into the hunting tags and like there's 500,000. You figure Illinois, the most crappiest Democratic. Okay, sorry, Illinois guys,
Brainwashed idiots.
brainwashed it. Okay, Illinois has 700. This is a while ago. I used to present this argument to people that said China's going to take us over because they got a 1 million man army, which is now 2 million man army. And I said, just Illinois alone has 750,000 tags, people putting in for deer tags. That's 750,000 people with a rifle. They're not sharing rifles. And our gun per capita is like 15 guns per 100 instead of like China where it's 2 guns per 100 or whatever. 15 guns per it's outrageous. We have millions of guns.
We're 15 guns per person in the U.S.
Is that what it is?
I think it's 6. It's not 15. It's like 6 guns per person in the U.S.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I was going to say, if
You
it's
know.
15, some idiot's got like 6 of mine.
Stolen.
I don't know what. I'm low.
Oh yeah, I don't worry. I got enough for about 5 people.
Good.
But just that 750,000 tags, and these aren't just gangbangers holding their pistols. These are snipers. These are people who shoot deer. These are 200-yard shooters, 100-yard shooters. You know, and all those people. If you took, like Dan has said this before, if you took every hunter in America and got $10 from them, you'd have enough money to fight it. And I think, I don't know why people, and then, I mean, people get mad at a 2-hour interview and say, I don't like him. I don't like how he made you look stupid, or I don't care. He's out there fighting the fight. I don't feel like he talked down to me or he made me feel stupid.
My only complaint was, I think that, well, the caucus thing, I mean, I don't know how you would find out about that anyway. I really don't. And saying it was our fault, I wouldn't even know what to look for. That's just my ignorance. But I didn't. I thought he should have been a little more appreciative over the effort that you've done.
Yeah. And maybe, I guess.
Whatever, it should have been around 15 grand that you have for him.
We're at 8,600 that we brought in right now. So we're at 16, 17 grand.
Yeah. So I think, the guy said, man, that's good for just a couple rednecks like us on the internet.
I talked to SCI this week. Safari Club International. And I talked to one of the presidents, and I was like, "Hey, you guys need to throw some cash at this." And SCI already threw 100,000 at it.
That's what I mean. There's lots of money that's traded out. I mean, we feel like it's a big deal, but I think they're.
And we don't. And I didn't know that. Like, I don't know all that. I don't know where we can go. I mean, I guess I could Google, who's put into Colorado. And Heath Hyatt was talking about. We should all be part of the Sportsman's Alliance. But what have they put in? What are they doing? If I go say, okay, here's Sportsman's Alliance, here's $100,000. How much did they put into Colorado? Did they do anything for Colorado? What are they doing for Colorado? I don't know where to. I guess I can just Google it. And maybe we didn't ask the right questions last Monday.
I looked up the Sportsman's Alliance. They're out of Maine, right?
Yeah.
Man, they have a heck of a. I mean, it's like $2 million that was on their returns or whatever. So
what are they doing?
They have a lot of money. I don't know. I don't know. I asked Naomi when I talked to Naomi. I asked her. I said, "Can we find out who's donated, and just a list of who's donated for the Colorado thing. And she didn't know how to get that. She just had some lists because I thought I would contact some of these guys that I've dealt with, as far as YouTube and stuff, but
Yeah.
didn't know. And of course, I sent out a ton of emails, and I got like 2 responses is all.
And as far as, I gotta bring this up too, as far as the mule that was gonna get silent auctioned, we had to pull that mule. There's just some problems with the whole situation. So
I got one I should donate, and if I could catch her, I would. I roped her today. And tied her to a log.
Maybe we should sell $100 ticket, and if you could catch her, you could have her.
She's not a bad pack mule. She's just starting to irritate me because she's, here we go chasing a rabbit. You got a pen of mules, and you got one that acts like there's a predator after them. It makes it hard to catch every one of those mules in that pen.
It does. I've had horses that are good and mules, and then you put them in with a horse that runs when you walk in, and the next thing you know, they're all acting stupid.
What's that herd instinct? They say, "Oh, shoot, there's a predator in here after us. We're all going to take off." Yeah. That mule knows something we don't know.
Yep.
Benny lays them on the ground, then they're easy to catch. Of course, they don't ride around very good after that either.
No, but they grow good gardens.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think every state needs to kind of get their shit together and get. The problem is you get organizations going, and then you have your drama. I bet you there's a ton of drama in Colorado. I bet you Dan Gates has a lot of haters because the way he talks, or he's too stern, or he didn't say enough. But
I think that's what they need to deal with the anti-hunters. I think you need a guy that's going to be pretty stern, and I think I could be wrong.
I think you need
that stuff's all beyond me. I can't.
But I also think for your people doing your podcast, maybe you need to find someone that's PR.
Little more. Yeah.
Like Dan's great. He has all the information, but he's passionate about it. Just go watch the Instagram stuff. Watch him talk at other places. He's autopilot when it comes to information on it. So and I've talked to Dan personally, and I know how passionate he is. He's very calm on, he's very calm on camera. So, but I've just had some people say, and I didn't take offense when he said, basically, you guys are stupid, because I kind of felt stupid. But we also,
what is this Ryan Bailey? What is he saying? That's the problem of trying to save hunting. There's no one to appreciate our efforts. Only comment that no one did anything after it is taken away. You don't save hunting to get the appreciation.
Yeah.
Well, when you're sending money off to somebody and you're working to try to raise that money,
there's got to be some pats on the back.
Yeah, attaboy. Yeah, you're doing a good job, man. Keep it up. And if nothing else, to motivate people to do more, and maybe to keep people from not giving their money, backing out.
Broke dog. I've heard that from literally over probably 6-7 organizations. They all tell me the kind of same thing. You know what I mean? So what I think if I continue with the AWDA, man, this drama, I understand why people don't want to do it, because this drama is ridiculous. I don't like what he said. I don't like how he did. Where's the money going? You know what I mean?
Anytime money starts changing hands, people get all, worried about it.
And also, Ryan, you know how much hunting I've had to give up just in this a little bit of time I've been doing it. And Dan Gates, he's gave up a lot of time, a lot of hunting. He's been doing this 11 months. And I know a lot of these people right now, which one of you are going to give up this weekend in Arizona opening season of archery deer, opening lion, and opening bear. Who's going to give that up to go down and talk to somebody about it?
I'm giving it up to go to a rendezvous.
I just told my wife, man, I wish I'd quit doing this stuff because I've missed every opening season for the last few years. I go to the hound trials, which is opening season, which we did change, but I go to the hound trials because there's kids down there. I've probably gotten 5, 6, 7 people to start going to these hound trials, So I don't know until all hunters.
And that's true. What he says right there, there needs to be somebody who can get everybody on the same boat,
Well, unless people want to do it themselves and go out and give it a shot and they can appease everybody, then go ahead. I'm not very. I just say what I say too. We both.
No, I'm terrible. I'm not good. I can't do it because
that's why my finger's on this to press mute for him.
Oh, I'm not that bad. I'm talking to other guys that a lot of guys that see things the same way I do. That's not as bad. But if I get around a bunch of people that like anti-hunters or stuff, it just doesn't work.
But okay, in this, I'm gonna go over this. It does matter what you say because
I'm afraid so.
It does matter what you say because you're not talking to houndsmen. It's all I'm talking to houndsmen for is to give me some money. Give me some money so we could pay someone to do this. Who we're paying to do this has to talk to these people, and it's not us. Houndsmen already want to run hounds. It's these people who don't want to run hounds. It's these people who don't know about hounds. So out of 188,000 signatures, I bet you thousands of them are people who just sign to get people out of their face. Because those signers, those people who get signatures they're assholes, man. They will bug you. That's why they get paid to do it. They get paid to collect signatures because they annoy you so bad, you sign it. So we don't do that. How many times have you guys seen, okay, we got 4 years to the next, whatever, or even whenever we do another ballot, how many times have you seen 100 houndsmen out there trying to get signatures, badgering people for signatures, telling them about, conservation?
I mean, here several years ago is when I thought I should get involved somehow. And that's when I started giving to the Sportsman's Alliance. I mean, I think I've made 3 donations to them. Not a lot, but a little bit, it's what I can afford. So, because I didn't know anything about any other organizations. Of course, the Colorado ones are just local for the state.
Well, and those are created because they have an initiative 91, just like anywhere else. No one cares until all of a sudden they're like, hey, we got these guys out there already doing signatures. They've already filed for this.
Yeah.
And I've always said, why don't we play offense?
Well, we lost our trapping here, and I never knew anything about it.
Arizona, same thing. Let me see. So all hunters join together, and that's tough. That is tough. I go to Arizona bear hunting. I heard a guy in there saying those hound guys. No, not the hound guys. They're not killing them all. A little bit of everything.
Well, I've had, when I've told that story before, when I lived up there in the mountains, I had turkey hunters come to my cabin, and start complaining about the hounds that were down the creek barking. And I told him, I said, well, this is my cabin and those are my hounds and you're not welcome here anymore.
Yep. Now you can go around.
And I'll help you go around.
And then I find out someone had mentioned a C4. So I asked Dan Gates, I was like, hey, what is this? And I looked it up. He showed what it was. And I looked it up. I think I sent it to you. And there's 2 people on there I know. And I didn't even know about it. I didn't know they had a C4 going. What was that? It was, let me see here.
Oh, I don't have control, or I would share this. Let me see if I can get it to you. Are you there? Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to see what it was. He sent it to me. Conserve. It's conserveandprotectaz.org. You know? So I haven't heard nothing. They haven't lobbied. They haven't shared nothing. You know? They haven't gotten hold of anybody.
I keep hearing these beeps.
So that's my rant. If you don't like it, do it yourself. I just get a little irritated.
Yes, I just got a message that Sportsman's Alliance is national, and they're the group that I've always heard about, and that's why I gave to them.
And I should probably do better at researching them and saying, hey, what are these guys doing? You know? But like I don't know nothing's going on because I'm in my own little world. And
we all are.
In a hunt. And that's why I say I would rather pay somebody to do it than for me to do it. It's worth the money to me. A lot of people are negative on Colorado because of the people and their screwed up politics. It's pretty liberal over there. And if they pull this off, it's a tough gig to get people to.
And more or less, that's why I was so hard on California. It's because, I didn't know. I've been to California, I think like once, just there on the border of Yuma. But all you hear about is how liberal and how, you hear about San Francisco and LA and Hollywood and all that. I didn't know there was such a big difference between Southern California and Northern California. I thought it was all just a bunch of goobers.
The bad thing is the South dictates the North. So all them stupid gun laws.
The population,
right the North.
Where the population density is the highest, and they can make all the rules.
Which is crazy. I got an intruder. What's up? She found me. Oh, everybody's coming in.
Hey, look at that.
Hi.
Are those your kids? Are you sure?
Hi, Brett.
Hi. They're awfully good looking to be out of you.
I don't know. I paid for them, so I guess they're mine. Yep, we're really second to California. Believe me when you didn't ask for it and happened so brainwashed idiots. The thing with California too, I heard is the hey, weird. They hit it kind of under a different title, and I think that's bad. That's bad.
Yeah, Santa Fe is terrible. E. Anderson. But what we have is the northern Hispanic communities, and they're traditionally Democrats. But they, they're old fashioned. They don't like anybody telling them what to do, really. I know I've worked around up there quite a bit.
Screwed up. I'm negative on New Mexico for it. Screwed up in New Mexico, man. You got that governor in there that just does stupid stuff.
Yeah. Where's Benny? Benny, get on here. Did you send him a link?
I sent him a link.
Come on, Benny. Quit being selfish with your time. You got time to type something out. You got time to show us your face. I was gonna use an adjective there.
Let me see. I'm gonna make sure it went through.
Yeah, you're gonna need some help because I got to go outside. I got that old man thing going on.
Yep. Well, Jared's trying to get on. You there, Jared?
Yeah,
You're just black.
I don't know what's going on there.
Camera? Did you add your camera?
I thought so. Here,
Yeah.
there we go.
Nothing. I don't see
Here,
you.
I'll leave real quick and I'll come back.
All right.
Again,
All right. St. Louis and Kansas City make it rough on the rest of us here. Man, anytime you get big cities and they do any kind of ballot, it's going to kill you. You guys need to listen to Heath Hyatt. Hope I'm saying his name right. On W just came out and he talks about it. And there it is.
Yep.
You made it home.
Made it home.
Are you still a bachelor this week or what?
No. The wife's all mad at me, so
You didn't clean the house.
I didn't clean
What
the house.
happened?
She's freaking out.
You were the bachelor and not supposed to.
Yeah. It's a son of a bitch when you work 12 hours a day and still got to take care of dogs.
Yep. You're a horrible husband.
He's a terrible guy.
Yeah. Punch yourself in the face. No, I think houndsmen in general need to step up. At least step up financially if you don't want to. And sharing social media. Everybody's on social media. They're over there scrolling TikTok, watching boobies. They're over there, watching cop cams on YouTube. It don't take nothing to share. Share this program. Share a podcast. Share any kind of Instagram. I'm bad about it. I've been trying to do a little better on it.
There is a Facebook page that we probably should hammer pretty hard. It's called Mountain Lion Sightings.
Oh yeah.
And it's got your loony people on there that, a dog gets killed by a mountain lion and it's not the dog's fault for being there. Or not the lion's fault for killing the dog and all that. But there's a lot of uneducated people on that page. A lot.
What page are y'all talking about?
Mountain Lion Sightings. It's on Facebook.
Oh, yeah. That's.
But there's a lot of uneducated people that are willing to listen. Like I've gotten in full-on arguments with people.
I've seen that.
Oh yeah, and at the end of the day, some of them just quit the argument because they know they lost. But a couple of them say I'm right. And you're gonna have those people. You're gonna have those people that are just set in their ways, and you're not gonna change their mind. But on that page, also, you have people that just like seeing mountain lions and thinking they're cool. Like there's people on that page that don't hunt and still think we need to regulate and control mountain lions. Those people are the ones you really need to convince.
Well, I get a lot of comments on my other channel. And the majority of them are not houndsmen. They're just regular people. And but for every one that I get that says, "Oh, you shouldn't hunt lions," this and that, I probably get 10 or 15 or 20 comments of people saying, "Oh, wow, that it's neat to see the way you react with your dogs," or they'll ask me questions. Said, do you just tree and free, or they don't use that terminology because they don't know it, but they just.
What do you do with the lion? What do you do with the lion after you tree?
Yeah. What do you do with them? Will they let you go? We'll let them go. And I said, if I do anymore, I don't show it. No matter what, I just don't believe that's beneficial. I don't think that serves any purpose, but I'll tell them, like, sometimes I let them go. I look at them, take a picture of them, video them. I say, here we go. And then go try to catch him again tomorrow. That's the fun of it, is watching the dogs work and trying to figure out where they're going, what's going on. And you try to express that, but to a lot of people, that's not very, very fun to watch.
People have a very skewed mind when it comes to working dogs. They all think that we take our dogs. It could be any dog, just a working dog, a cow dog. We take it out. It goes and does its job. and then we don't pet it, we don't do anything with it until it needs to go do its job again. A lot of people think that, and it's so
Yeah.
far from the truth.
Oh, I know.
We said something that pissed me.
Uh-oh. Our fearless leader is frozen up.
No, I think he's just looking like that.
We said something that got Benny's attention. Is that what you were trying to say, Chris?
I think so.
I had to eat my supper. I slaved in the kitchen all afternoon. I thought I better eat.
What's up, Benny? What do you think? What a houndsman's got to do? What do we got to do to secure our future?
Go undercover. You know, the public sentiment is changing. There's been a war on people that pursue predators. They're worshiping predators. And I've said for a long time that people are worshiping the creation instead of the creator. You know, that it's like we can ruin the earth. Well, I don't really believe we can ruin the earth. I can ruin my yard, that's for certain. But trying to get, you know, I commented in the chat room there a while ago that when you give your money somewhere, that requires a lot of trust in wherever you're sending your money. And today things are harder and harder. People are harder and harder to trust. And as a group, houndsmen don't trust each other.
No, we don't. I don't trust you half
Absolutely
the time, Benny.
No.
Well, I don't trust you the other half, so we're screwed.
And I tell you what, Benny shouldn't trust is me with his buggy at my house right now.
It's a nice one.
See if I could blow that engine before he gets it.
Oh.
Well,
Shoot, Benny ain't lying. Like, I got these black and tan dogs I get from a buddy, and I got buddies ask what his name is, and I don't tell them. I don't tell them where I get my dogs from.
Oh, if I had black and tans, I wouldn't tell anybody either.
I know.
I'm just kidding.
No,
If I
you're
had
good.
black and tan-
I got every color there is, but I just started these black and tan dogs, and man, are they tougher than nails, and they work good. They're cold nosed. They take the heat like you wouldn't believe. And I got buddies ask about them, and I'm just like, I got them from a buddy, but he doesn't like everyone, so I don't tell him who I get them from.
if I had black and tans, I'd find a good line of walkers and I'd cross them in because I love high tans almost as much as I love red ticks.
Yeah. Hey, that works for me because all I got right now are walkers and black and tans. And I got one blue tick walker cross.
So cross those black and tans in with those walkers and get some nice looking dogs.
Okay.
What do you think? Would they come out like a high tan?
That's how you get a high tan.
Yep. I can do that.
Mine come out every color of the rainbow.
Yeah.
Hey, go ahead.
I had a bunch of red ticks, and now so I had a red and a blue tick. I had a red tick female out of a good line. Now my blue tick out of a good line. And I bred them, just kind of got both, and now I'm heavy on the blue ticks.
Yeah.
You're fixing to have a red tick.
I bet your blue ticks have a lot of red ticking down their legs, in their hips and their legs.
That Frosty dog I bred too, man, she really threw some good blues. Hardly, can't even tell they're reds.
Did you ever hear of that spook dog, Benny?
No. Where's that?
Well, I'm trying to figure out. Larry Webb contacted me, wanting me to know about some dogs that Breck Bean had got from Ty Hare that went back to my dogs.
Okay.
And one of them, I was going through, they all go back to Newt. They don't all go back to Newt. Several of the lines go back to Newt. And then, but the dog that he was talking about was Spook. Yeah. And that's that cross, you know, that's like Booger and P. They're that cross of Lily and Solo.
Well, and Lily goes back to Newt.
That's the discrepancy that we haven't been able to figure out is that Lily goes back to Newt. but I don't know. But that, that was that cross that Bency and Ty Hare and all those guys got from me.
Well, and I saw Ty Hare at Allsup's in Cloudcroft one day several years back, and he told me that he had some dogs.
We didn't hear the last part of that.
He told me that he had some dogs that came out of Alaska. And I didn't, I don't know where he got them or how he got them, unless it was through you and Bency. I don't know.
Came out of where?
Out of my dogs.
Well, yeah, no, yeah, man, I'd have to look back. My memory's getting terrible. Green Kool-Aid. I don't think I I thought I only had one litter out of Jazz, and I kept every pup. She only had 4. Maybe that was the last one. Maybe I had another litter out of her earlier. Might have been.
Little Benny Pinto never did anything.
Little Pinto was turning out to be probably one of the best dogs I ever had. I love that dog. Little Benny Pinto, I called him. He would bark on a lion track, and then you might not hear him he'd be 150 yards up the hill. And then, whoa, and I like that a lot.
There was another. Seemed like I gave you 2 or 3 pups that didn't make it before you got Jazz.
Little Benny Pinto, and then there was that black dog. And that was the strangest thing. I showed up at my camp that night. I'd been in town, and I went back to my camp, and there was a dead bird that looked like a stork. And that black dog was dead right next to that dead bird. It was weird. It was like, I don't even know where that bird came from. I'd never seen a bird like that before in my life. And it was dead there, and then that black dog was dead there too. And she was just a pup. She was just a big old pup.
Well, I wonder if she was out of the same litter that I gave John Clump those 2 black dogs.
I don't know. And little Benny Pinto was killed, I think, from a Coda Monday.
Benny?
I hate them things.
Were you spotted in Amarillo this week?
Not me.
Someone saw you at Walmart.
God almighty, just hope. Can you imagine there being another person out there that looks just like Benny?
Well,
Doppelganger.
I looked like him. It was Burl Ives.
Maybe they're in the toy department. They seen, what's that little
Lorax?
Lorax.
Yep.
Yep.
Hey, I saw Holly Moore. I hadn't seen anything of Holly Moore for a while. I see she's in the chat room tonight.
Oh, I text her, see if she's still alive. After we talked, I text her.
Yeah, I was
Messenger.
getting concerned for her. Those
I said,
people
"You
over
still?"
there are a little bit crazy.
I said, "You still alive?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "How's life?" She says, "More good than bad." I said, "All right."
That's a win.
That's all that matters. So, and then she jumped on the night. She said she couldn't get on Monday night. So,
dang it.
So who's running the New Mexico Houndsmen? They have an association.
Oh yeah, they do. There's and I joined it. I don't ever do nothing with them. They get together and run coons and everything up north. Who is it? I can't remember the name right now.
This weekend. Let's go to this weekend real quick.
There was years ago. There was a guy last name Hobbs, I think, out of Gila.
These guys are up in Belen, I think. Belen, up in the Rio Grande Valley up there.
Man, I tried to stay underneath a rock as much as possible until I got on Big Game Houndsman, and that's when I crawled out of the rock.
Big Game Houndsman.
Until you drug you back into the social media world.
Yep.
Which you're going to be at this weekend.
I'll be there Saturday.
Saturday? Boring. We're headed down in the morning. Me and old Cody Lynn.
I'll
Anybody interested? There you go.
I'm
And
going I'm going camping with my folks up on the rim tomorrow and Friday. And so I'll be with my folks, and then Saturday I'll break loose and go over there for the little gathering.
I need to edit that.
Are you going to eat some tri-tip?
I am. I'm going to eat every bit of mine.
I know so I talked to her. I said, hey, man, I need 4 more because I had people text me and say they didn't get it in time. I think maybe they're broke, but who knows? If you need directions, there you go, azhhr.com. I put 3 ways to get there, from Globe, from Phoenix, and from Sholo.
I think I'm going to stay in Globe on Friday night.
Are you?
Yeah. My wife is coming with me. Keep whatever.
You
You're going to stay in the smart parking lot?
Keep me.
Keep
What?
you in control.
Are you going to stay in the Walmart parking lot? Pop your tent up on top of your pickup?
No, I'll end up renting a motel room.
I don't know if I stay in motel and Globe.
Gorgeous this time of year.
There's a lot of grass. That opens up this weekend too for Lion and Bear.
Yes, sir.
So I brought my longbow, which it came unstrung from where it was supposed to be. So now it's untwisted. So I'm gonna have to wing it. That's for archery deer. If I see a deer, I'm gonna stick it. So I don't know.
What's your name?
You're going to make a deer hunter mad.
What's your name?
Spike.
Little girl, what's your
You can't
name?
hear it. What's your name?
Lillian.
You got a mirror on you got something looks just like you on the other side.
What's your name?
Avery.
What?
Avery.
No one cares about you. No one cares about the
Is it
ugly
my
kid.
imagination or
They don't.
is it my imagination or is that hair kind of red?
It's,
YouTube channel.
well, he's got some red hair in there, reddish blonde, and his brother's at soccer
Oh.
practice. So,
My gosh.
a bunch of heathens. Heathens.
Chris is reproducing as we watch.
Yeah, right? It keeps
It's happening.
up.
Oh, I just had a granddaughter born today.
Oh, wow.
6 pounds, 7 ounces. Something like that.
What was it?
I don't know what her name is.
I forgot to. How's a girl?
So, gonna be a good time this weekend. I think the weather, we can have a fire. I heard the fire ban was lifted, but she put out a thing and I think it said in a metal ring, but I think the fire ban's lifted.
Does the forecast say anything about rain?
I don't know. Let me just check it here. Let's see what Sholo says. Yeah. It rained today, Friday, Saturday. Oh, and she's keeping the I think she said she was keeping the campgrounds all week. So anybody who wants to stay and hunt can just stay there.
Right on.
So
I know Casey invited me to stay with them or stay and go hunt with him that week, but I can't. I got to get back. I got to leave Sunday and get back home.
I'm gonna try and make some breakfast burrito Sunday. Make some more money for Colorado.
There you go.
So, and then I'm going down tomorrow morning. I'm kind of scattered out. I got a new side-by-side I'm going to use.
Hey, it's licensed and registered.
I know. And it has a New Mexico plate. So all them Arizona people are going to love me. I was going to take the mules, but I probably won't because I'm going to set up my trailer. If my daughter took the truck and 2-horse, then I could take the mules. But Casey said I could stay at his place tomorrow and drop down to Canyon Friday and try to get a bear. I'll take bear, lion, or deer. I am not picky.
Well,
And then-
if you cut a lion track Saturday morning, I'm bringing Al. So
Oh, you haven't seen
Al,
that dog.
he's like my favorite. He's like my favorite hound.
I'll bet
But,
if
his mama is Jazz.
I'll bet if he cut a lion track and he texted Cody, Cody would jump on an airplane and come over there and with
Why?
jet everything go lion hunting.
Fly back to Arizona just to lion hunt, and then go back to Africa the next day and hunt.
Yeah.
Have we
Haven't
heard from
heard-
him?
No,
I was gonna
haven't. So I don't. I bet his Starlink's not working over there.
I
And-
saw he posted. He shot a antelope.
Yeah.
Is it today?
Yeah. And he shot an antelope and they saw a Cape buffalo they were going to go after.
Yep.
Dangerous game.
Yeah, and then they're still waiting for the leopard to show up.
There's Chris. He's 7 miles, 100 miles in, coming just to
Wow.
our rendezvous. And then I don't want to piece in.
You better give
Glad
him.
I
Some,
did
you
not
better
ask
give
for
him
an
some
autograph.
free burritos.
Yeah, free cup. I give him some free coffee. I make a big pot of coffee in the morning.
And
There
I
you
love
go.
my coffee.
I'm glad I did not ask for autograph.
Those we have to charge for too.
Yeah.
Benny especially.
What else?
It's like
What else we got?
mine and Chris's autographs like $2.50. Benny's is like $25.
Mhm. You get a free cup with mine.
Another
Um,
$10. Benny will throw a spear at it.
Yeah. This is,
Man, I feel like we have nothing to do anymore after this rendezvous. Just gonna go hunting. I'm gonna go elk.
hunt.
I am. I'm gonna hunt
It's that
next week.
time.
You got to
Me
be
and my
making.
wife.
You need to be making some videos. So
I am. That's
all
what's
my
happening.
you don't take all my education to waste.
Yeah.
I know. Laughing at. Oh, what are you eating? See, they eat all my oysters. These kids eat all my oysters. And then, so yeah, this weekend will be bear and
As
lion.
many kids as you have, you ought to stay away from the oysters.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of boosts testosterone. I'm all
think
right
that's something
now. They cut me.
I'd ban you from that.
So, yep. Look, they all eat them. I buy them by the case, no lie, 12. And I put them
Yeah.
under my seat in my truck. And we go out hunting, bear hunting, which we'll probably do this week. They're gone. I'll go to get one, gone. Huh.
That's like,
Smoked oysters.
Yeah.
oh man,
We're
Smoked
baby
baby
clam.
clams.
You can't find the baby clams hardly no more.
that's true.
I
You know what
used to
else you
find the
can't?
hell out of them.
You know what? COVID ruined a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I can't find my teriyaki. Teriyaki spam is probably the best spam ever created.
Oh,
And
I
then-
did have some of that.
And then
Yep.
you know you used to be able to go to a gas station and get the super dry jerky that was just been sitting at the cash register for like 6 months. And you could grab it with the tongs, but no one ever did.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no
Oh,
one
that's
used the
gone.
tongs.
Yeah,
The
all
big,
that-
the big
Yeah.
sheets.
yeah, you could buy them for $2.
Yep.
Now they're soft and moist and sealed in plastic. They're ruined.
Nasty.
Nasty.
I don't have
Man,
no sodas.
I made a bunch of pemmican for this year.
Hey, did you eat
Yes.
that?
Yes.
Was it good?
Yes, it's good. Trick is put a little bit of honey in it.
huh.
Because that, honey doesn't go bad either. So
Yeah, I want to make some. I'm going to do that this week too. I'm done. I'm done in the valley. I'm home. I'm about to be divorced.
do you feel free?
Man, leaving today was like the last day in high school when you don't realize you have to be an adult and you don't realize that you got to stop being a kid. That's how it felt. So now I got to come home and be an adult. Yep. So I'm going to be hunting.
When I sold my business, of course I got sick not too long after that, but I sold my business, and I remember that first week I just sat there and thought, what do I do? What do I do? You know, I didn't know.
Man, I have so much stuff to do. I've been gone for 4 years.
Well, I
Now
mean,
that-
I ran my business for 30 something years.
Yeah.
So it was just habit, you know. Look at what jobs I had to bid, what paperwork I had to get out, all that crap that went with running your own business. And I just sat there and
Yeah. And then I'm going back down. So if anybody got to come over Sunday, Jared, bring a shotgun. On the 1st, we do this big dove hunt. Invite a bunch of
Okay.
people, biscuits and gravy. Got to be
Heck
there
yeah.
early.
Is that in the valley or where's that at?
Maricopa,
Okay.
about an hour from you. Hour and a
Mhm.
half. Well, you live on the other side, but come Saturday night, camp out.
All right.
So
Heck yeah.
we'll go blast some dove. You'll limit out. And then after, we have a little contest with some clay pigeons.
Yeah.
I haven't
You know-
lost in like 10 years.
I haven't shot a long gun in probably 9 years.
Well, it's a shotgun. You should be able to handle it.
You want me to? I can cut it off for you.
short gun.
Yeah.
Chris, how do you cook your dove?
A lot of ways. Olive oil. I'll cut the breast apart. A little olive oil, garlic. You know, you don't want to cook them too much. I think a lot of people, they're like, oh, duck is dry. Oh, it's dry. Everything's dry.
No, dove.
Yeah, no, I'm saying duck and dove. Like people will overcook it.
Yeah.
And then
You know what-
one of my favorite things I've done lately is I bottle them. I have some 2010 dove.
Oh,
I'll bring some
perfect.
down. And I put jalapeno in them or something, green chili.
Oh, that might be
can 'em.
good.
But I cut the wings, I peel the feathers off, and I shove the whole breast in there, bone and all.
You stick your thumb underneath the breast and pop it out,
Yep,
don't you?
pop it out. You know, the best way to do it, you just take a pair of dikes, cut the wings instead of
Yeah.
trying to twist them. But then I just have the breast, bone and all, and I throw it in my jar and I bottle them. Put some jalapenos in it. I've made stew, same way. Threw them in there, and the bones are really so brittle you can eat them.
Do you know what's a crazy easy recipe for any wild game?
What's that?
Is
Don't say
You-
bacon.
no, it's not. You make it like you fold your tin foil into a boat,
Hmm.
you know, so nothing falls through. And then deer, I've done it with deer, lion, dove, duck, goose. Is you
Duck,
throw it in the
duck,
air fryer and you just squeeze a half to a full bottle of ranch. And
Oh, yeah.
We did that in college because we didn't have any money, and put it in the air fryer. And that cream or whatever that's in the ranch, it makes everything so much better and takes the gaminess away.
Really?
You
I
want
mean-
you want to know how I know he's young? Because he said college and he said air fryer.
That's
That's
true.
good. To say, yeah.
We didn't have an air fryer. Our air fryer was open your burrito up and then you put it on your manifold
Oh yeah.
and then you flip it.
Yep.
We wrapped everything in tinfoil. So we
Oh,
would
yeah.
go hunting. Me and my dad one time, we had four tags, 4 people. We had 4 huge ice chests full of food and mayonnaise, Jared. And we went up to Kaibab to hunt. And I swear we killed that. We killed those ice chests 4 days. No one showed up till the end. But we'd make bean burritos, bean and cheese. That's all you put in it. And then egg burritos, you know, and then everything was wrapped in foil and we would freeze them. So we'd throw them in ice chests and leave. And you either throw them on the fire or you get up, you throw them on the manifold. So
One
Yeah.
time we did an antelope hunt in northern Nevada, which has anyone ever been in northern Nevada?
that's all right.
Well, I've been above Wells up in.
Okay. Well, northern Nevada, all of northern Nevada is just desolate. Besides, big ranches and no one lives out there.
Job.
You know?
I've been up by the Job Edge and up all the way up to the Idaho border up there. I went up there
Okay.
lion hunting one time.
Well, hopefully you caught some. But
Mm-mm.
my buddy
I stayed lost the whole time.
My buddy had an antelope tag in northern Nevada. I get off work, I drive straight to his house, throw my bedroll and my pack in his truck, and we take off. And we get to camp, and I open the freezer up or the cooler up, and I'm like, "Hey, this one's just got beer and ice. Where's the food? And we look in the top. He was a dog. He was a dog guy. I look at top of his dog box, and I'm like, "There's not another cooler on your dog box." And he's all, "I don't think I packed it." All we had was 2 family-sized things of Cheetos that we bought from the gas station, and those giant bag of jerky stick ends that you cut up.
That's when you need to. That's when you need to get some camp meat.
Yep.
That's like going to work cattle, and they said, "Oh, don't bring anything to eat. We'll have sandwiches." You go out there and work all day, and you get in the afternoon. They pulled out those little plastic things with peanut butter cooked crackers. Say, here's your sandwich. That was it.
Man,
We weren't picky about antelope after that day. After that, though.
Hey, we were that way, Brett, when we went down there to Clumps the first time. No, you don't anything. I got everything, and we had enough eggs, almost enough eggs to make it. We had some meat that was kept in the back seat of the pickup, a gallon of milk, and some tortillas.
And one fry pan that he dug out of a house that's 200 years old.
rat crap.
It had everything in it. He just kind of wiped it out. I guess it gets hot enough, it kills all. It didn't hurt. Well, it might have hurt me. I don't know.
Throw it in your fell off a horse the next day.
Yeah.
I was just showing off.
So like this weekend, it's just going to be me and Cody Lynn. And when we do that, like we eat cup of noodle, anything canned, and I got stew. I can a lot of stew, so we'll have some 2010 stew is what it is. There. So we pack real light. You know, when I take everybody, we got all good food, but like the only reason I'm bringing eggs and stuff is to make some egg burritos on Sunday morning.
There you go.
And if anybody's there Friday night, we might be able to get in Friday. If anybody's there, I'll have some probably 2010 taco meat. So I'll make tacos Friday night for anybody around.
You know, I said we'd stay in Globe. If we get an early enough start Friday morning, then we'll probably just drive on in. But
we'll be able to go by Friday and see if anybody showed up. Why? Why you scared of us?
Well, that's all I'll be doing, Calvin.
No.
Not me. Me and Cody are trying to get out here early in the morning.
Well, you got to go catch one tomorrow and tie it up for Friday.
That's exactly right. I'm going to show you guys how to do some real canned hunts. Move over, Wade Lemon. You're in jail. My turn. You know what's funny is my son was doing some training, and there's some game wardens from up here down there, and every time they talk about an infraction or some sort of illegal game stuff, they look at him. He's like, man, I don't know. Do they know something about you? I said, they think they might. They think. But they ain't going to catch me.
Nope.
Too fast.
They can't catch the good ones.
Nope.
That's right.
You're not a poacher until you get convicted.
Just like that guy that lived in Texas. He was a poacher in West Texas for like 15 years, 20 years.
Chris,
what's the best
do
way?
You have a tent? He's asked me this before. The best way is I'll text you.
Bring a bedroll and a tent.
Yeah, I got extra tents. If you don't have one, I'll bring it. I got. What's that?
Are you going to set up your big military tent that you bought?
Probably. I'm afraid if I set it up, I won't go home.
It's a good place to stay.
There you go, Benny.
Best tent out there is that stupid igloo tent I bought this year.
What's it say? I can't read it.
Benny, bring a cooler. I'm bringing you some green chilies. Some real green chilies.
What's the igloo tent? What is that?
It's a pop-up ice fishing shack.
Is that the one you have right now?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, it was hot as hell over there where we were hunting. And he had a stovepipe so red that NASA could see it.
Hey, it got down to like 28 for a low.
I wake up in the morning, I do this. Heat up my tent. Be good to go.
There won't be no sleeping over there, Calvin. We're going to stay up all night.
All night.
Oh, boy.
It's going to take at least that long to hear all the
no, we have
lies.
everything. Just don't
That's
want
why
to
I'm not
go
bringing
in.
my wife. No one can tell me I'm lying then.
You don't have anybody to verify the truth.
Chris, that's all forest. You could set up right across the road.
Yep.
I'm not going to set up heavy tomorrow night. And then if we can get in Friday, I'll probably go set up my big tent Friday. As long as, so people rent that all the time or whatever, reserve it, and they don't show up. So hopefully we can show up. The only thing I don't like about this whole situation is this stupid, you can't get in till Saturday at 11 or whatever it is. I don't like that.
You
So,
can't go into the campground till Saturday at 11?
well, that's what they're trying to say, but it's kind of like a hotel checkout. So they have it for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, but then she said she got it for the rest of the week, I hear.
I think so.
But well, if I'll check Friday, I'll run by Friday. I think Casey's gonna run by Friday too, and if there's nobody there, we're gonna bombard it.
But if there's places all around there to camp, I mean, that's not a big deal.
No, it's forestry. We just camp
Yeah.
anywhere you want. I'll camp
Yeah.
across the road or something, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
at the entrance. Like,
Go down to Higgler Creek.
yep. Well, there's crowd. So Casey said we could stay at his shipping pins. That's just 20 minutes up the road. So I don't know if I want to stay near you for. I want to be able to sleep. Oh yeah, we'll let you sleep all right. And we drop a roofies. I like my Kodiak cat. Those Kodiaks are nice. The zippers are strong as heck. They're expensive. I know someone who had one and they're tough. Like they're really built tough.
I like my snow trekker tent.
I'm an old man. I need sleep.
It's pretty handy.
Oh no, not for one night. You'll be fine.
Actually,
You're not near as old as Benny, Calvin.
Yeah.
Calvin, the older you get, the less you can sleep. Just enjoy it.
There you go. There's 2 more pups that's going up. They have all the way to Wednesday. Yeah, it's going to shut down. That unit's going to shut down. So
What unit's that?
The Bears.
23.
Oh.
23 South, I think is what it is.
They already
Yeah, the
whacked
Bears
them all?
will shut down. I don't know. You never know.
There's not
Those are
that
expensive.
unit.
Them lion hunters might go in there and whack them all. Jared, are you bringing dogs?
No, I'm going lion hunting Friday, Saturday
Puss.
down here, and then I'm just gonna drive up.
You can get on. Steve Vick asked where I got that tent. You can get online and just look up Snow Tracker. It's what those guys use up north to what do you call it when they have those dog sled things?
Oh,
What do you call it?
Oh,
The
Iditarod?
Dildarod.
Well, it's not the Iditarod, but it's the people who it's made for those guys that.
Yeah, the sled dogs, the mushers.
Yeah, dude, sled dog. Yeah, mushers. There you go. That they made it for that, and it's pretty nice with a pack mule. Because you can carry it on a pack mule pretty easy. I wouldn't want to carry one on my back.
I didn't know this, but those guys have a hard time too with people.
Really, the antis or
That's because
Yeah.
their dogs stay out in the snow.
Yeah, I ran
You know,
into. I was doing a lion hunt down on the border, and I ran into a guy that was a musher, and he got out of it a couple of years ago, and he was looking at the dogs, and he's all, "Man, your dogs look great. What do they do?" And I told him, and he's all, "Yeah, I used to be a musher," and we started talking about people that call animal control because your dog's skinny or the vet or whatever, and he had the same issues. He's like, people just don't get it. He's all, I could leave my door open all night in Alaska and I won't have a dog in the house in the morning.
People don't understand. That's like on my YouTube channel with the comments. I got one dog that's his ribs show. And all the other, they said, "Oh, that dog's starving." I said, "No." I said, "That dog's not starving. That's the only dog that's in shape. All these other ones are too fat." Or then they say, "Oh, you make these dogs do this and that." I had that comment, and I said, "You know what? In my mind, it's abuse to let a dog in the house and make him stay in the house or in a little fenced-in backyard. That's abuse."
Well,
Yep.
abuse is those damn dogs that are 15, 20 pounds overweight when they're only a 15-pound dog.
Or
No, you
people
guys
in-
will see Yucky. He's red and he's fat right now, or bigger than what he usually is. But you watch by Sunday, you look like he hadn't ate for 3 weeks.
the biggest animal lovers that make me the most mad are those people that, oh, my dog's my life, this and that, and they have a house in Phoenix or in Tucson. They own 2 huskies.
Yeah, oh, that's terrible. Yeah, that's abuse right there.
And they shave them. And I
Yeah.
don't think you're supposed to shave them.
It's just, why do you even have them dogs? They're not made for down here.
No.
He's dying and it's the middle of winter.
Yep. But a lot of those just stay in the house.
Yeah. No, nothing besides 4 white walls.
Fat Lori.
Oh, fat Lori, she is fat, and she's just an easy keeper. You just feed her just a little bit, and she just stays fat. But she don't ever move. I mean, she just her metabolism is nothing.
It's my thyroid.
Oh, I don't even know why I feed her, but she does.
My dogs are going to be out of control. They'll probably be, honestly, I'll probably run them Friday, and all their feet will be burned out. They'll probably get crazy. They haven't been out for a while. And then she just likes looking at herself. And so they'll have to rest a couple days. Then I'll get back over here and go do some lion hunt, or bear and lion.
Portly Pearl. That's a good name. Portly Pearl.
So I'll try to shut 3B down.
There you go.
So
then we can
have October
fresh bear meat.
Yep. I got fresh bear meat. I got some 2023.
That's real fresh, huh?
That's
bottled.
Not
as
even,
you call it, instead of calling it canned.
Yeah, not in a can. It's kind of in a bottle.
Well, it's in a mason jar, right?
Yeah. So it's jarred.
Hey, I think we're going to get some of that from Tennessee.
What's that?
Some of that stuff in the mason jar.
Yep.
Oh, some of that green stuff.
I sure hope not. I saw what happened. Notice I didn't
2010
for that business.
Axel.
No guts, no glory.
Axel Miller. We haven't talked to him for a while.
Guys, I hate to leave such good company.
It's gonna have to be a short one today because I gotta still pack. My truck is the whole back is loaded, the whole front's loaded. I snuck out all my stuff to come set up. I got home, I unloaded the buggy so I can get my truck off the trailer. I pulled my truck back to my office and I took what I needed out.
Guys, it's good talking to you.
So I will see you
this weekend.
We'll see you there.
Yep.
Bunch of brainwashed idiots here.
That's it. Sign off, isn't it?
Yep, that's what he said. And you'll be down Saturday, Benny?
Yeah, I'll be there Saturday.
Right.
I'm going to Forest Lakes tomorrow.
Are you getting your buggy before you go over there?
Yeah, I'm getting it tomorrow.
All right. They'll be here.
I haven't decided if I'm going to ride my buggy Saturday or drive my pickup.
Then
that nice road is a lot smoother in my buggy.
Yep. They're nice to have.
Let me see. So let me go back. Where am I at here? Trying to find my.
I used to curse them buggies out saying you didn't need one when I had my Toyota. I've always had little Toyota pickups and all that stuff. And I was like, my Toyota can make it anywhere. That buggy can. And they can. But it takes me about 3 times as long in a pickup in my Toyota pickup as it does compared to that buggy.
The suspension is what makes those worth it. That's what I was telling. I brought it home and all my kids are like, yay. I'm like, this ain't yours.
When you got to cross the valley floor to go to another mountain range, instead of going 20, you can go 50. That makes a lot. You can cover a lot more country.
Yeah, them straight axle Toyotas aren't exactly the
no
best run, but They run. They do go anywhere.
The
Yeah,
last, go ahead.
I was like, yeah, my Toyota, I think I sold it for what I paid for it. And I had like 390,000 on it when I sold it. I bought it with 280.
The last time I went to Moab, my son took us. We went back up on Hell's Revenge, which is right there behind town. All that big open red rock, and there's a place there that I see a lot of people online on reels and stuff. They flip their buggies and their Jeeps and everything climbing out of Hell's Gate, which is a little side deal at Hell's Revenge. And
Okay.
I went up there and my son said, "Want to try that, Dad?" I said, "You gonna take your Toyota?" He said, "No, I'm not gonna take my." And he's got his Toyota. He's got a 79 Toyota pickup, I think.
Okay.
That he put lockers in, and
Yep.
he let air out of the tires and all of that. Anyway, I went around there and I looked at it. And I said, "I don't think it's that big a deal." I just mashed the gas and drove right up. And somebody else on top said, "Man, I'd like to drive on that, but I'm not going to take my Jeep." I said, "Well, there's the keys in my buggy. Go get it." "Really?" And Joshua, my son, says, "Oh yeah, he's not kidding around. Go ahead." And so those guys got in it and they said, "Look at that. We didn't even have to pick a line. We just drove it." And that's the difference between those. And mine's a 4-seater, so
Yeah.
got a longer wheelbase. But and I had a Jeep. I don't know. I had Baja Bugs. I had Jeep, and there's nothing that compares to that Razor.
Yep. They're just
The only thing I'd want different is a bed on it. I'm gonna have to have a bed. So Benny, you got to find something with a bed I can use. I can't put but 1 or 2 dogs in the back of that one.
Well, you can put some chicken wire in the back seat and load it up.
That's what I said. I'll just hook them up in those big 5-point harnesses you got in there.
Yeah, and that back seat's actually it's a replacement seat. And my first 3 grandkids, when they were little, they fit right back in there. And so we'd take off all around Moab and stuff, and they could sleep, and we never had to slow down.
Oh man.
Nice. Perfect. Yeah, I'd like to get me one. I just don't want to spend the money. That's all it is. I don't want to spend the money.
That one right there, this was I bought it when it was, I don't know, it wasn't very old. I found a guy in Phoenix, in fact, and he had to move to Kentucky, and he couldn't take his Razor with him. His wife had no idea how much he had in that Razor. He had about $45,000 in that Razor.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's got everything on it. And I told my son and daughter-in-law, I said, "Hey, we can buy this buggy. You guys got a 2-seater. Let's go in 50-50 on this 4-seater. And I'll take your 2-seater and you guys take the 4-seater with the kids." And no, it's cost too much. I think he had it advertised for $39,000. And I said, "I'm going to buy that thing for $20,000. And so I kept watching it, and every now and then I'd call him and talk to him, and just let people talk, and they'll tell you too much. They'll give you way too much information.
Yep.
He said that he had to sell it, that he was moving back to Kentucky as soon as the kids were out of school. His dad was sick and had a couple strokes, and he needed to get back to Kentucky and take care of his dad. So he says, "I have no choice but to sell it for whatever I can get." And the ad said that, or best offer. So I kept watching and watching and watching. And the last time he had it advertised for $23,500. And I said, "It's getting pretty close to that 20 grand. And then it wasn't there anymore. So I gave it a week and I called him, and I said, "Did you sell that?" I said, "It's not advertised." He said, "No, the ad wore out and you were the only one interested." He said, "I wish you'd buy it." And I said, "Okay, well, you said best offer." I said, "Can I make you an offer?" He says, "Yeah." I said, "How about $20,000? "Oh my gosh." He says, "Oh, can you at least make it 25?" And I said, "Oh, absolutely not. You had it you had it advertised for 23. He said, no, 20,500. I said, done. And I got in my pickup and went to Phoenix and bought a razor.
Oh man.
I know a guy who lives in a like a 55 older place, and he has like 2 little lots in there, and he has all of his side by sides and his Harleys. And I said, I don't know how you live here. He goes, man, it's nice living here because everybody dies and I get good deals all the time.
Oh man.
I said, well, keep a lookout open for me a side by side. So, yep. What else we got tonight? I get to go to the grocery store. I get to pack my trailer. I don't know that country down there. I want to get down there and check that country on. For anybody who knows what
What
we're talking
Forest
about.
Service is that one?
Tano?
Tono?
Is it Tano Basin?
Tono Forest.
Tano
Okay.
National Forest. So anybody who don't know, there's a first annual Hound Rendezvous. Yes, I put it on my website as Arizona Hound Rendezvous, but I ain't doing it nowhere else. So it's going to be the Arizona Rendezvous, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Brett yelled at me and said, well, everybody's welcome. I said, I know. Well, first annual Hound Hunters Rendezvous in Arizona. I don't know if they've done it before. We're doing it. I don't know how it's going to turn out. Kind of bigger than what we thought. But other than that,
That's
they are going to have some extra stakes. I don't know how many. So you might be able to get it. We are doing a couple raffles for dogs. We got like 3 dogs. I have some Gun Dog Supply gave us some gift cards.
And then
I
Max
gotta-
is bringing that mule, ain't it?
Nope, that fell through.
Dang it.
Yep.
Someone snatched that mule up.
He said it wouldn't work out. So I don't know. Maybe it kicked someone in the face. Who knows?
There's a mule.
You know.
He
He just said
Is
it's
him
just
and
not a
Jared
right.
coming or no?
What's that?
Is him and Jared coming or no?
No, I didn't plan this right, and I didn't plan this at all. But it's
Perfect.
it's. I think next year I want to do it the 3rd weekend of September. Everything's kind of closed.
Can we have it in June when everything's closed?
If I could find somewhere at 8,000 feet, I would do it.
What about Alpine?
If I could find somewhere.
Okay.
The problem with forestry, if I could, I have to do the permits on forestry if we do anything, unless we call it a reunion, I guess.
If you go up by Beaverhead, where Red Hill Road comes out to Beaverhead on 191 south of Alpine, we're up there close to 9,000 feet probably.
Yeah.
There's shipping pins there, and I can get permission to be there because it's my buddies that ranch right there off the blue. In fact, I used to have a get together up there every July. And one year, a couple of snot-nosed little punk forest rangers came up there and started giving me shit. And I was getting ready to cut loose on them. And Dustin, part of the family over there, oh, Benny, stay in your damn camper. I'll take care of this. I was getting ready to tell them little sons of bitches what I thought about them. But anyway, you can go if you want to do it like that. But the problem in June is there's always fire restrictions. You got to wait till it starts raining. And that's in the middle of July most of the time.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now I just checked my website and it's not working. That's nice. That's great. I just had it fixed too. So from actual Young proper, where is this campground, Chris? I know I had maps. You take that, what is that, 288 that goes all the way to Globe or Roosevelt.
Okay, the back
and
road.
It's right on the side of the road.
All right.
I don't know if they're gonna. I might try to make some signs before I leave tomorrow. Just put rendezvous.
Drop a pin on Onyx.
Yeah, I got one.
And just share that Onyx point on your social media.
Yeah, I will. It's Reynolds Creek Campground. If you look it up, you'll find it. So, but I had a website built and I just checked it, and for some reason it's being stupid again.
How much is what?
Let me try it here. Nope. Gosh dang it. So now I got to get online after I get off of here and find out why that's not working.
I might just take my razor because it'll be a lot faster and smoother.
I know Casey. I know. Oh, it showed up on my phone. Type it. Oh, you can't. You guys are on your phone. It showed up on my phone, azhhr.com, but on my web server here, it's not showing me. It's not letting me log into it. So, AZR. Nope. What is it doing?
I don't know.
Dang it. Killing me here. Killing me. azhhr.com. I just fixed it too. Nope. It works on my phone. You guys have to check it on your phone maybe later. Tell me if it works.
Okay.
I don't know why. It's working on my phone, just not the internet. Could be my internet.
Calvin just sent me the coordinates.
Yeah.
Thank you, Calvin.
Oh, I thought you already had them.
Oh, I had never looked at anything. I've been busy chasing all this stuff so I can go to work Monday. That I shouldn't even say that. I got grouchy just instantly.
Well, yeah, I'll just post it on my Facebook and all my other stuff, unless you can get on it. But I'll check that when I jump off, which I'll probably do, because I gotta go grocery store.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't want to go in the morning. I'll go tonight. It'd be like a date night. I made my older daughter watch my kids. I'm gonna put them in bed early and then go grab me something to eat. And hello
There
from
you go.
Tennessee. Well, goodbye, because we're leaving.
Out of here.
It's gonna be a short one. It's kind of weird when you only do a short one. There we go. Oh,
It doesn't work.
Not froze. There it is.
There.
Damn. All right, guys, we got the Hound Rendezvous this weekend. We're gonna do a live Saturday. We're gonna try to do a live Saturday. Brett's bringing all his gear. So we'll
What
probably
time
kick
do
it
I
on.
need to be there?
The dinner's at 7:30, but you can come
Okay.
whenever you want.
All right. I'll try to get there around 6. Whatever.
We got some old lion hunters going to be sitting around talking some smack. Joe Hott's going to show up. So wish you could get Steve Smith to show up.
We can have a separate booth for welding instruction.
Where is Ola? He must not come on this one.
Well, don't get him started.
Maybe I'll kick him off. Benny, here we go. Benny, send me your number. Oh, you did. I didn't see that. So.
What the heck? Calvin, I had you. You had my number. See, I'm not important on the res. Damn it.
Yep. Robert Chase come down from Colorado. We're going to have a bunch of out-of-staters. Probably going to have more out-of-staters than in-staters. But that's how it works when it's hunting down here. I think they're all coming down just to hunt. Then they'll blame it on me. Then all those local guys will blame it on me, thinking I brought in everybody, even though Unit 1 closed down.
You already closed the unit down. Haven't even been there yet.
All year. So, yep. But we're a third week.
Basin and around the lake and all of that. And then back over there towards Three Peaks and 4 Peaks, back in Three Sisters. I could take them over on the desert. That stuff up on top, not going to happen.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, it's going to be tough to find another date for a rendezvous.
Yep.
Run for 9. That's why I call it the Arizona Hound Rendezvous. if we could get something in June, I don't know, even June sometimes they have fire restrictions, but if we can get private property, that'd be great. So Benny's gonna have to reach out some of his peoples.
Yep.
All right, guys. I think I'm gonna call it so I can get out of here.
Sounds
All right.
good.
You guys
Thanks
Saturday.
for coming on.
Yep.
Thanks for coming
you
on. We'll see
Saturday.
everybody Saturday. You could try azhhr.com. I don't know if it's working. And then what else? Why you look
Don't
like you're
be
way
dumb.
back there? Don't be dumb.
Don't be dumb.
A bear hunt in Utah is full swing, but heading your way. Whoop. Is that so? Our bear hunt in Utah is in full swing, but man, another Utah person coming out.
Oh man.
Wow. A United has a Colorado board member. You support us, I'll support you.
Thank you.
Better bring some beer.
Yep.
Have a great time. All right, guys. Keep Saturday. We'll probably go live. So keep your phones by you.
Yep.
Jared's gonna be there signing autographs.
Oh shoot. I gotta learn how to write my name now. I'm gonna have to practice.
He makes a mark. All right, Jared. I'll see you Saturday.
Yep. See ya.
All
Bye,
right, guys.
bud.
Yeah.
See ya.
All right, everybody. Hound Rendezvous this weekend down in Young, Arizona. If you go to azhhr.com and you can get it to work, there's maps on there. Reynolds Creek Campground. Let me put this back up here. Reynolds Creek Campground. It's out of Young. It's in between Young and Globe. Off that, I think it's a 288. I don't remember. Just look up Reynolds Creek Campground. Message me. I can send you. I'll drop a pin, and I'll probably go on and drop a pin on. If you go to Facebook, anecdoteofahoundsman.com, and actually I'll make a post on that on my community on YouTube, and I'll drop I'll drop a coordinates on there too. So if you guys are coming, see you Friday. See you whenever you get there. I'm going down tomorrow. We're gonna hunt Friday and go eat Saturday. So we hope to see you there. Any questions? Anecdoteofahoundsman@outlook.com. Send me an email. I'll send you coordinates. Let me see. Make sure no one's coming on. This may make me want to move down there. Come on down. I got spare property. All right, guys. You have a good weekend, and I'll see you probably Monday on Brett's show.